Hello, and welcome to another Unreal Engine 4 tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a looping timer function to count down or up, and that it doesn't rely on the event tick. Previously, when I would make timers, I would attach them to the event tick and control them using Boolean values. But I found this created a lot of clutter and a lot of unnecessary functions on the event tick, whereas this way it's a custom event that you can call when you need to. So I've made a widget, timer widget, to display the functionality of the blueprint I'm going to show you. I've also set up some variables for the two timers, seconds 1 and 2, and minutes 1 and 2. I've set a value for the minute 1, since that's going to be our countdown. I've also created two Boolean values to show whether or not the timer is complete. So to start, we're going to take our first timer complete value, holding Control, dragging it into the blueprint. Holding B and left click will add a branch which will connect to our Boolean value. Now, if it is not complete, we're going to go into our seconds value, holding Control again. We're going to check if this value is equal or less than 0. I like using equal and less than as kind of a safety net. That way, if I mess something up and it goes below 0, I'm covered. So add false there. Let's bring that down. Or equal to 0. We're going to set the minutes to minutes -1. And we're going to set seconds to 59. But before we do this, actually, we'll need another branch to check if our minutes value is 0. Because if it's at 0, we don't want to continue the function. We want it to be completed. Because we know that our seconds are equal to 0, and now our minutes are equal to 0. So we can actually set our timer to complete. This part, however, is going to loop all the way back into this branch. Double clicking to add a reroute node, just to keep it tidy. Now, if it is not equal to 0, then we want to take our seconds and subtract 1. Set that as seconds 1, and we'll put a delay in front of it as well. And set the delay to 1 second. So there we go. And now this is going to loop back in as well. So that's our countdown timer. If the seconds are equal to 0, the and the minutes are equal to 0, then the timer is complete. If not, the minutes are subtracted by 1, the seconds are set to 59, and it starts the loop again. Then in here, if it's not equal to 0, delay, subtract 1 second, loop again. So that's our countdown timer. And just to verify, we'll do a test, make sure that it works. And then, as you can see, it's counting down, and once it hits 0, it'll stop and remain at 0 until something else resets the variables. So now let's do the other one. Like I said, this one's going to count upwards. This one will use timer 2. And a lot of it's going to be the same as the top one, just opposite. Seconds 2. And that one is equal or greater than 59. Alt-Shift-S is how I'm aligning them center, in case you would like to know. I like it just to keep everything nice and tidy. So if it's greater or equal to 59, we're going to set the minutes to +1. Adding a minute onto our timer. And then we'll set the seconds to 0. And we could also add another minutes branch here. Let's say if it equals, I don't know, let's go with 2 minutes. So it's not. Then we'll continue with this, and if it is equal to 2, then we'll set our timer to complete. Yeah, that way it resets, and then it sets it. Okay, yeah, that's good. And we'll bring it back just like the other one. And then down here, if it's not equal or greater than 59, we're going to add a second to our clock. And of course, can't forget the delay. Connect that there, and there we go. Well, let's give this a try. There we go, that one's counting up, and this one's counting down. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, all the fun YouTube standard stuff, and see you in the next one.